Hello, my name is Jeremy Beaumont, and these are 10 things that I struggle to live without. Like many, a mobile phone, which also makes phone calls, camera, banking, internet, social media. My screen time with business is roughly around about 7.5 hours a day now, which is frightening, but without it, it's such an important tool. Now, I start my day every day with Bible. This is actually our family Bible. It was my parents before me, but I have another. And 30-something years ago, 35, my brother got married and he read the Bible before he did so. I decided to do the same. I read the one they gave me from school. And ever since, I've read a passage every day, unless maybe I'm abroad and I haven't taken it with me, but I often do. So that's how I start my day. It's humbling, it's grounding, it's instructional, and it keeps a bad guy on the straight and narrow, I hope. As you know, our business primarily is suits and tailored clothing. I've never liked wallets. I don't like the feel of them in the pocket. I don't like the way it spoils, in my opinion, the line of a suit. And this card holder is something that I carry every day, whatever I'm wearing. Holds enough cards. You can actually put cash in there as well, postage stamps. I think I'm on about my third one now. That's one by Moreau of Paris, and absolutely essential to me. Pens. Use them every day. I like writing, so it's pretty important. And part of my OCD, apart from liking beautiful pens, and I have a few more, is that I like glasses to match shoes, pens to match shoes. So if I'm wearing brown, it will be a brown pen, and if it's black, it will be a black pen. And then there's a couple of vintage Cartier in there as well. Do have quite a few. Something I've always enjoyed. Fountain pens I love. I only use those now if I'm writing a letter of thanks or a card or something like that. But yeah, pens pretty much up there with some of the essentials. I mean, one thing that I certainly can't live without, and it's the first thing I do in the morning, is put these on. Started wearing them about 15 years ago, and I could never find them because they were readers. They were usually up on top of my head or laying around somewhere. I decided to have the varifocals so I could keep them on. These are from E.B. Merowitz in London. They just have one shop in the UK. I'm often asked, where do you get your glasses or spectacles from? Both exactly the same. One for when I'm wearing brown shoes, one for wearing black. And that's a pair by Moscot, which is mottled because I can wear it with both. And these have the lenses that go dark in the sun and even behind glass. I can't be bothered with changing glasses to sunglasses and all that. So when it's sunny, those are the ones that get worn and they go with everything. But these are my favorite, super lightweight. And yeah, absolutely essential to me, because if I don't wear them, I can't see. So one thing that it's kind of become my comfort blanket, it's just one of the most versatile accessories, is the tubular scarf. Very simple, silk tubular scarf in spots. I've got them in navy and white, black and white, brown and white, all sorts of colours. It can line the neck of a jacket or a coat, wear it just loose, knotted around my neck with a shirt, or actually inside the shirt. It's a layer of warmth, comfort. I think they look very stylish. We sell hundreds of them, and yeah, can't live without those. That's my go-to thing that gets packed wherever I go, and had one on last night, as I do most days. So something that's very close to me. So another thing for downtime, treat time. And I don't indulge in this now too often. It's very, very occasionally. This is a beautiful ST Dupont humidor, which houses what it has inside. And that's a lovely treat and something to enjoy now and again. Something that I've worn every day since I was probably about 16 and I started work, aftershave or Cologne. And latterly, for the last 22, 23 years, I've exclusively worn colognes from Farmacia di Santa Maria Novella in Florence, the oldest pharmacy in the world. Now, we do have this for sale in the shop as well, so this isn't a plug, it's just genuine. We've only been selling it 5 years, but I've been wearing it 22. Very high quality, lasts a good 8-9 hours. You don't smell like everyone else. It's subtle. It doesn't enter the room before you, but you do get lean-ins from young ladies that say you smell lovely. So I do 12 lengths every morning in the stuff because, yeah, seriously, it's a beautiful product. And it started with their soap. Everything they make, I think, is of excellent quality. The only bug I have with it is the candles I can't get on with, but the colognes are lovely. The one thing that I am completely lost without is a wristwatch. I've worn one since I was a little boy. I do prefer them to have a date window. We still write bills by hand and I'm always checking for the date. I think they're a great accessory as well, but it is second nature for me to look at my watch for the time. I know people look at the phones today. I'm a wristwatch guy. And I do enjoy them. This is a selection of some of the watches I have that I wear regularly. A couple of chronographs there and a Rolex with a Mickey Mouse on. A watch my father left me, which, you know, these might be worth a lot more, but that's the one that I would never want to part with. A favourite, you know, as your eyesight gets worse, I've had some complicated chronographs with Jalossi dials, which are very hard to read. That I can tell the time instantly. And I also favour 36, 7, 8 millimeters as opposed to great big 40 millimeter things. 38 millimeter are longer. Very nice, beautiful watch. But I don't want anything 40 and 42 mil. It's too big for me. And I think there will be a return to a more elegant 36, 38 mil watch. And if you're buying pre-owned, oops, that one might be pre-owned now. If you're buying pre-owned, it's often a much better buy. You know, if you were looking at something like a Vacheron, you can find those in 36 mil, a smaller version of the current model for a lot less money, and something that I would much rather have. Don't want to be over 40 mils on a watch for myself. But yeah, absolutely lost without a watch. And now I tend to buy straps. This is a sort of a grey, green, because I don't wear shoes in those colours. One of my OCDs, black shoes and black watch strap, brown shoes, brown watch strap. But the coloured ones, such as the wine colour and navy and the greens, I can wear with anything and I don't have to think about it. So that's where I'm going now with straps. And this particular Rolex Mickey Mouse, I have 3 straps, all with the with buckles on, where you've got the Rolex crown on there as well. So that's a job, changing those when I fancy a change. So essential to me are wristwatches. I've been fascinated with pocket knives since I was a boy. Always liked them and didn't have one for many years. And now that's something that I try to carry. I have 2 of them because I'm forever leaving them in various suits pockets. A pair of scissors, a nail file and a screwdriver, a blade, a posi drive as I call it, or a Phillips screwdriver, bottle opener, and there is in this one a pen, which has come in incredibly useful at times, or the times when I've forgotten where it is. And that just slides out on that button. Now this knife, which is the Swiss Army Midnight Manager, also has a torch. Now unfortunately that battery's gone, so I can't show you, but you just press here and a beam comes on. Really useful as well. So that's something that fits in a suit pocket, and that's probably where the other one is, in one of my suits. But a very, very useful thing. And honestly, you know, you need a screwdriver, you need this, whatever, file your nails. It's just a great piece of kit. The torch and the pen is just so useful. I've been in the car and you needed to write down a registration, you haven't got a pen on you, there is one in there. Wonderful piece. So as you probably know, I've bought and sold pre-owned vintage luggage for the last 20 something years. And this I bought from Goya when it opened, when it first opened in London, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago, something like that. Something I use every day. I don't really care for briefcases. I like something like that. I have my iPad, my cards, notebooks. It's very, very battered now. The pattern's worn off. The tailor, you can see it's lost its pipe and he had to repair it. So it is what it is. I think it has character. He even had to put a new zip in. It was falling to bits and going into holes, but it's part of its character. Something that I take with me when I'm at work. Holds all sorts of things at exhibitions, put my orders in. Great piece that I kind of am a bit lost without. I don't like man bags, I don't like briefcases, but a document case or a folio I feel is good. And my sons both followed suits. They both have document cases that they bring to work every day. These are some of the things that I would struggle to live without, some more important than others. But there we are, and I hope you enjoyed that.